I look
They
like a
said,
straight gangster on mine.
I did. They said, my mama, they said, mama, you looking crazy. They said, you can tell you had been crying because your eyes were puffed up. And they said,
How
you
long they
like,
keep you?
one day.
Me too. They keep me
I
for one.
had went in, like, it had to be going into Sunday morning.
It seemed like so long though when you're in
Yeah,
there.
it does. And then you can't see them.
Did you eat?
I did.
I didn't.
I didn't
You
eat
cannot
nothing.
eat that
They
slop.
gave me that food. I said, what is this? They had gave
I
me
was so
like
scared
this
it was poop.
packaged food. I said, I ain't eat. I said, I starved to death.
Texas is the worst place to go to jail. I'd
It
never go to jail
is.
in Texas.
And then this police officer, he had seen all my medication in my purse. He said, you really sick. And I had this wound. Oh, not this
Did it
wound.
heal? Right, we
This,
both
this
trying to see.
wound is on my leg. This is the wound that was on my leg at that time.
The one that
And
you showed me on your phone?
no,
A
I
different
just
one?
got this. This was my first wound. When I went, this wound had got hung right here. It was really bad too. And so it got hung and accelerated where it was bloody. And the police said, so they had took me to Grand Prairie. They transferred me from Grand Prairie to Dallas. Because they said, oh, you have a ticket in Dallas. So they transferred me there.
The show.
And when I saw the judge, he dismissed my case. So I
Huh?
waited. I waited for Keisha to come pick me up from the jailhouse because I didn't know where I was at, downtown Dallas. I don't know where I was at. But Keisha so happened to be working down there at the time. And I'm crying, my eyes is puffy
Why was you crying, Granny?
because I had never been to jail.
You scared they're probably gonna do something to you.
And I just know I didn't want to lose my job because I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
have a background. And so I remember when I hired this attorney.
You was only in there for a day.
I know, and I was screaming and hollering the whole time around. And that's when everybody said,
Was you able to make it to work the next day?
no.
They didn't.
I didn't
They
go to
didn't do
work
nothing
until
though.
Tuesday because they transferred me to Dallas. And I said, I'm finna get out. And they said, Lacey, head on tight. So that means you get out. But I'm thinking they finna take me, I'm finna be released.
Mm-hmm.
They released me to transport me to Dallas. Because I had
I would have been so
So they
sad.
put me in this paddy wagon.
With
And
other prisoners?
the men, I was the only woman in that wagon, and they had locked the men on the other side. So they had me in this cage, and I couldn't see nothing. I'm screaming and hollering like they forgot
I'm
about
like,
me.
ma'am, please. Can
And
you?
so I'm just crying. Mind you, my hair, I look like Buckwheat because they took my wig off.
They do take your wig. They make
Yeah.
you take out the bobby
Yeah, they
pins.
make you take out the bobby pin. I look like Buckwheat. I
They so
literally,
wrong.
and then they take a picture of you, and I'm like this. Like I was so humiliated, and then
That's
and
messed
then
up.
I remember hearing this lawyer, and he said, "Lady,
Where is it?
In the thing. In the box. In the box. In the box. I love you. Kisses.
I know she's such a baby sister."
That's what you're supposed to do. Boss them around, Granny. That's crazy, Granny. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I done had my time. I've been through it. I went to jail one time and I said, Lord, I don't ever want to go to jail again.
I know that right. Thank you, Boo Boo Kitty.
What your mama doing?
Sleep. You know she go to sleep fast. You not sleepy, Granny?
No, I'm
She really doesn't even be sleeping.
Let me see your drink.
Nah, here, don't put my real drink in my.
You want to put your real drink?
You do it.
You want me to do it?
Yes, you both.
You want me to put some more drink?
No, not the peach, the nasty. Put the other Parmesan.
Alright.
The plain Parmesan with some Coke in it.
Okay. She said, let me see. Cause she talking about this the peach. This is the peach. Mom. Girl, she is out of control, to be honest. Shit, this her last drink. Little does she know. That's enough. She don't need nothing else. I'm not getting her no more. Here, Granny. I think I put a little bit too much in there.
Your Barbara probably. I mean,
She
you got animals. Did you?
I had a bunny.
I know she told me that. Patty stuck in your ass.
It's not funny, Granny. I got
Why
this.
did you put on those shorts, Nene?
Girl, cuz it wasn't even supposed to be riding up.
Oh, they ride up when you got booty. You got booty, boo. Look at Leisha booty. They talking about Granny, your booty big. Your booty gonna be like Granny too. And that's a good thing. I tell people to this day, I say my butt is my asset. If a man gonna look at my butt, he gonna, when that truck driver saw my backside, he said, dang, woman.
Hold on. Let me see if I got this thing in here. Because I can't see. I need to see my blunt in her. She just be talking, y'all. She don't be knowing what she's saying. Huh? I don't care. I'm sitting over here trying to find the stuff. Well, that didn't last. Jesus.
You is so pretty.
Thanks, Granny.
You is so gorgeous.
Thanks,
It's
Granny.
still small.
I gained a little bit of weight.
Yeah. Internet says she ain't nigga got some body on her now.
Yes, I gained a little
They
bit of
look good.
Yeah, my mom be tormenting me about it. You're so fat.
Really?
Yeah, she's full of stuff.
She gets on her. She gets mad at Alicia because Alicia gaining weight.
She been doing that since forever, too.
Really?
Yeah. Since Alicia was a little baby. Not a baby, but
Your
old
mama
enough.
just don't like fat. And
She clearly don't like fat people.
see, she is
But
my
it's really
daughter.
Alicia's dad, though.
Is he like
Yeah,
that too?
he'll be
He
getting
fat
on.
too.
I know. He'll be getting on her. So that's why.
Really?
Yeah.
How the hell he gonna get on her? He ain't
You know.
he ain't skinny his damn self.
I know it. Cause they be like Big Bone running her family, so they think she gonna get Big Bone.
And see, that's why
Granny, I ain't lying. My daddy,
Do you ever talk to your dad?
he's crazy. He got laced. He been crazy since all my life.
What you mean? What is lace?
Lace is like when they put a drug in your weed or your drink. And they go crazy. He's crazy. He don't talk. He look out the window all day, every day. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he crazy.
How many kids do he got?
Just me and my sister.
Really? You got a sister?
Yeah. I don't claim her.
How old is she?
She may be 22.
Oh. I did not know that.
Yeah, she's 22.
So people put something.
But my other grandma, she like my daddy's.
His dad. Oh, his dad.
Yeah. They active like in my life, but he's not there. He's gone. Literally.
He was gone when you, even with your prom and all of that.
He's been since I was a child. He's been the same since forever. Like, he
'Cause I
don't
never
talk. He don't.
seen him.
Yeah, he don't talk nothing. He like nonverbal.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know.
They say he got laced in jail. So lacing is, say for instance you had this right here, and somebody put something in your drink and it would to like knock you out. So usually when a guy lace a girl, it's to like sleep with them or something, but they laced them. I can't really explain what it is. It's like that's like you putting cocaine and weed, and I don't smoke cocaine or I don't take cocaine,
Yeah.
and so it hit me real hard. Yeah.
And that's what he did to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What made you start smoking marijuana?
One day, I don't know, my peers, everybody used to smoke. I was the only one that didn't smoke. I came to my mama and Keith one day and I told them, I said, I'm going to start smoking recreational. And they was okay with it because I guess I came to them honest. And I was like, I'm just going to start smoking recreational. But it became a problem when I started smoking like every day. And then I wouldn't eat and I would just smoke. And then my mom was like, well, you said you was going to only smoke recreational. So what happened? So that's when it became a problem. Like when I was like kind of overdoing it. Like when I first told my mom I was smoking, she didn't really care. She's like, okay, you young, all the kids, they smoke.
Doing it.
But when I start overdoing it, I'm not eating, I'm losing weight. Like it became a problem, for sure.
I thought we'd make you eat.
For me, I wasn't eating. Like I was losing weight.
No, if we gonna make me lose weight, I'll smoke it too.
It don't. I don't do that no more though. But I was also in a horrible relationship. That's why I've been single for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. I was dating this older man. He was like really old, Granny. I'm not going to tell you his age. He was super old, but he was really rich. And I was dating him. My mama know. And he ended up moving to Phoenix, Arizona.
Did he take care of you? Did he help you?
He would, but I wasn't like up for that.
With him.
Yeah, I wasn't up for none of that. He didn't want me to sleep with him or anything. Honestly, think he was gay. But he was like, he would do things like give me weed or give me alcohol if I couldn't buy it or buy me food. Like he really wasn't worth shit. But he had a lot of money. He showed me the amount in his bank account. He was a multi-millionaire. And then he almost died. So last year, like in January, I guess he was working on the roof and he fell from the roof. Yeah. And so he had surgery for that. Then he had blood bleeding. His brain was bleeding. So he also, yeah.
Is he still living?
Yes. Surprisingly, he was in the military and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. When you're young and you hang out with older people, it's eye-opening because like they just live differently than you. And I like that. Like he was more like I was like I could learn.
He's more mature.
Yeah, sure.
But just being here with Andrea.
I'm happy that y'all got time to live together.
And Tony told me today, and Tony don't give compliments. And he said, Myra, you with your good daughter.
Yeah.
And I said she really is really good for me.
I mean, none of them are bad.
No, but I'm not stressed by her.
You don't gotta worry about anything.
No,
and that's
don't. Good. But I don't like her spending money on
She's gonna spend money regardless. I'm gonna tell you that. Like, she just spends money. That's how my mom is.
And I don't like that.
You're her mom though, so it's like it kind of an excuse. Like, you would rather her spend money on her mom than somebody on the street that's gonna dog her out.
And she knows. She'll tell me, Mama don't do this. Mama don't do that. I don't need you to watch this. I don't need you to do this.
Yeah.
And I just feel bad. And I say, but
You are?
I'm really, really happy here. I am.
You feel free?
I do. I really feel free. And when I was at that appointment yesterday,
well, you and Antoinette been like conjoined forever. Do you think that's because she's your youngest daughter?
Maybe so.
You think she's your favorite?
She really wasn't.
Yeah, she is.
No,
Green.
she
So who's your favorite, Dewana? She has to be one of the. It's out of those
I think
two.
Dewana was.
Yeah,
I think Dewana was.
Dewana has a little bit. Dewana has a lot of sense.
Yeah, Dewana. Yeah, she do. But yeah.
I be thinking about like how they basically raised me and they were like 16, 15.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And I think about how they tell the stories about you when y'all were growing up. And
I know.
And when we were laughing at the restaurant, that I haven't laughed so hard today.
But Dewana, I'm supposed to be inviting her this weekend to come over.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think she'll say no, but I don't think she'll say no because she always checks on me. Like even when she was like not talking to nobody, she would still check on me, and I'd be wondering why. But it may be because me and her, like I remember one time when I was like going through with my mom, I called Dewana, and me and her sat down, and I was just telling her everything, and you know I don't open up to nobody, and so I was telling her, and so maybe she remembers that. I don't know, but
I mean, yeah.
yeah, so she's supposed to come over. But my mom said that they've been talking, so...
They have.
Yeah, she said they've been talking, so that's good.
Yeah, and I was happy for that, too. I've been happy for that. Because I don't want
I just don't think you're supposed to live, like, a hard life, Granny.
No. And
you already did. Like, honestly, all those families that's, like, blowing up, they don't have shit on this family. Like,
no.
I'm not even gonna count. Like, I be seeing everybody and they be feeling so bad for them. Oh my God, they went through so much. But when I be hearing y'all's story, I'm like, ain't no way.
And that's what your mama said. All you gonna hear your mama say, we were strict.
Yeah.
Tyrone used to say it. He said, y'all sheltered us too much. But we shelter y'all from this world because I
just feel sad because before Tyrone died, I don't know what it was. Every time I would call my mom and Tyrone would be over here, she wouldn't let me talk to him for some reason. I don't know why, but every time I would like call him, I would call over here and he would be over here. She would not let me talk to him. I don't know why. And so I never got to talk to him. The last time I talked to him was on his birthday, and I remember I told him happy birthday. You know how he is. He's always so grateful and humble, and he's like, "This is like you really made my day." And that was the last time I ever talked to him.
And he was, and I remember that day he said, "I kind of should see all my sisters."
Yeah, he's
just
so sweet.
The next weekend that he was going to be dead.
Yeah, he is the sweetest person in the universe.
And one thing I do know about Tyrone, he does all his neat.
He gave the best hugs. Like it's so crazy because he would hug us and like he would really embrace you, like hug you like he hadn't seen you in years. But
I know, and
you don't get that type of stuff back.
I just remember the day of his funeral, the pallbearer, the lady.
Didn't you guys carry his funeral, his
your
casket?
Mom and them did.
Yeah, I know.
But the lady asked me. She came over and she whispered in my ear and she said, "Hey, Mom, you want to shit your fucking casket?" I'm like, okay. And which I thought it was gonna be easy. I walked in there. I kissed him on his forehead like he always kissed me.
Aww.
I grabbed his face. I rubbed his face like this. Tony ran up there behind me. I got on his end. Tony got on his end. We shut the casket.
My mom said it was so many people there.
Oh my God. As I'm walking out to go back to the bench, to my seat, I passed out. I started screaming profusely.
That's why I couldn't go. Like, I just can't. I couldn't.
I think that's when everybody broke down because I started screaming in the middle of that chapel. Into Pastor Irvin, Sister Irvin said,
I was just about to ask you
that. Let's shut it down.
They ended up preaching?
Yes.
Did they do a good job?
They did. They came here.
They came here?
Yes, they came here.
Where was the after thing at?
The repast was here.
Here?
Yes. Man, if you
everyone was here?
Oh my God. When I tell you I had never seen so many people.
Did you know all of them?
No! I I didn't know all of these people was at Tyrone funeral. Half of them wasn't even at Tyrone funeral. It was a line from your mama front door to from the foyer all the way around to the kitchen. No.
Did y'all have food here?
Your mama had food catered. Miss Brenda Keith's mama had cooked hot wings, fried fish. Andrea had paid a caterer to do chicken tetrazzini, salad, fruit plate. It was a lot of food here. Garlic bread, everything.
Oh, that's besides the point, Granny.
Yeah, but it was all the pastors were sitting here, right here.
Like who? Pastor Irvin.
Pastor Irvin, Sister Irvin, Pastor Beasley.
I remember.
Sister Beasley.
Oh, this baby
my
changed.
God. Sister Lisa was here. Amanda was here. Christine was here.
I remember
Nettie
all of
was
those
here.
names. I don't know who.
All of these people grew up with your mama.
I know.
And I remember I'm walking because me and my Tony brother, his next to the oldest brother, sitting over here and them two chairs against the wall. And he said, Myra, you need to eat. I couldn't eat. I had no appetite. I didn't eat for days. And I told Tony, I said, I just need to get out the house. If I hadn't smoked, I really needed to smoke a cigarette. And I said, I got to get out the house.
Do you think y'all are like real soulmates? You gotta be.
And Tony ran outside with me, so he drove my car around. And he said,
And he was buried where? Here?
he buried in my house.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And I remember it was so long for them trying to get everything situated. Me and my siblings in one of the SUVs. And I can't even remember what Andrew and them in. I don't. Literally that day is a blur to me. I remember this young child screaming.
Who? Alicia? At Tyrone's funeral, you was crying really bad?
Yes. She did not. Yes, she was. She screamed. She could.
To this day,
did
I
not
feel
want to
like
go up there and view the body.
To this day, I feel like shit for not going. But my thoughts on like when I was there, I was just like when my mom told me, I was just like I just couldn't fathom it.
When I
just
seen
couldn't.
her daddy had tears rolling down his face, I knew it was real.
It was really real.
It was
really real.
Was real.
Because I remember my mom called me and I told her, I said, that's not him. I swear to God, I said, that's not him.
And I said,
I just couldn't do it. I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Calling me. And they said, Sister Mia, we want to run to your rescue. When we heard you scream and scream and scream. So as they walking me out to chapel, Tyrone Lawyer was there. Because he was there before everybody.
I feel like they're not really doing their job, though. Because it shouldn't have took this long to investigate something.
And so, but it takes lawsuit, He said...
It's not even about the lawsuit. It's about that guy going to jail.
Yeah.
Like,
and
fuck them. Fuck everything else.
And I said, it's not even... He said, Miss Stacey, I know I can't... Money. I said, money is not the situation.
That's not the issue at all.
Man
like,
took my son's life.
He should be in jail.
Still living to tell the story. My son is not
he's
here.
dead, yeah.
And I said, I can't say nothing to my kid no more. So,
it's crazy because like we've been broke. Like we're nobody's looking for no money. Like we've been broke.
I
like
wasn't
what?
Born with a silver spoon in my mouth.
Like we've been broke.
And I said, it's not even about the money. It's about
justice.
And I told him
was right.
And
was
I
wrong.
said, I want an apology from Audi and the trucking company.
And then what got me is they talking about we don't have cameras. How you don't got cameras at Aldi? That was crazy.
But they found them.
And then I be feeling like I'm so spiritual. When Tyrone first died, I was like, this is weird. It was just so weird. Everything was so weird. And I feel like everybody was making it like a joke. Like I remember.
And it wasn't.
It wasn't a joke to me.
And I just remember when people didn't know how to take me at
I remember
work.
telling my mom, I was like, all them people are not really for him. Like, I feel like people were really like happy that he died. I swear to God,
Yeah,
like,
I think
people
just
were
came there
happy.
just to see was he
Yes,
really
like people were.
dead.
That's why I remember when I told this guy, the older guy I was telling you about, and I was like, yeah, and he just kept telling me, whatever you need, I got you, and it just felt so fake.
And,
I was like,
and then I
bruh.
think about it, and I said, and I remember when
It's just so fake.
it was just, you know, even though the kids stopped me, because somebody on my job, Nicole, had said, oh, I'm going to put you up a GoFundMe.
We don't need that. We didn't need a GoFundMe.
Andrea, the one that called me at work. They said, Mama,
we don't need,
get off of it right now.
We don't need a GoFundMe.
So I took myself off of GoFundMe.
Yeah, you don't need that.
And I took myself off of GoFundMe. Everybody say, why do you take yourself off of GoFundMe?
You don't need GoFundMe.
So this one speech pathologist is like
he was a speaker?
Bestie. No, she worked with me. She a speech pathologist.
Let me see how much drink you drank when you're getting, because you still got to go to that interview in the morning.
And she said,
that'll be doing
she came in the kitchen. She said, hey, Mia, you took yourself off of GoFundMe. Me and my husband want to donate to your son. She said, what favorite thing did your son like?
Did she buy it?
She adopted a dog in Tyrone name.
Aww.
They went to a thing and she posted on Facebook, we're donating this for Tyrone Lacey because we heard that he loved dogs. And I said, they said, what was your son's favorite animal? I said, dogs. I said, my son was still a dog and a dog.
That's
he used to walk down our neighborhood and steal everybody's dog. When we were walking that backyard, it was a different dog in that backyard.
I just feel like he was the best person. He used to dance with me and everything. He was just so good. He was the best person
Tyrone was a character.
He was. You can't find nobody funnier.
Was,
nobody.
And I miss that boy.
I know you do, Granny. I know you do.
I do.
I know. That's your son.
That's my baby boy, and I miss that boy. I tell people to this day, and my HR director said, Miss Lacey, we ask ourselves every day when you walked in this building at work, how can a lady just walk in this building, son was killed, and act like that? I said, and so I just remember it was so many old white people.
At his funeral?
No, at work.
Oh.
And they said, you are the lady that son was killed, right? And they all got in the dining room and made a circle in my dining room. They said, we want to pray for you. They said, can we just pray for you? And this lady ran out. We had a clap loud, and she ran out. So I looked at her mom. I said, did I offended her? She said, no. My daughter ran out because she's crying for you. Because she can't understand how you can sit here and be so nice to everybody. And I hadn't even laid Tyrone to rest. And she said, and you sitting there at this job like everything is okay. You laughing and talking with the patient like you ain't going through a trial yourself. She said, my daughter ran down here crying for you because it broke her heart that your son was killed and you came to work. And everybody that worked with me said, Miss Lacey, we take our hat off to you because we don't know. People would come in there, and this one lady, she was filthy rich, but she worked there. Her name was Jana. She walked up to me and wanted to pay for Tyrone's funeral. She said, and her mama died 2 days after Tyrone. 2 days after Tyrone, her mama died. And she caught me in the hallway, coming from the hallway, and she said, can I hug you? And I said, yeah. And I said, I just heard about your mama, Shana. And I'm sorry. She said, I'm okay, Miss Mia. And she said, what do you need right now? And I'm like, Nothing.
Yeah.
And I said, we good. We are good. She said, you sure? I said, I'm good.
Which is a blessing too.
And to this day, Internet say, people walk in that building and
Sorry,
say, where
Alicia.
your, Internet say, people walk in that building right now and say, where your mama at? Where your mama at? And she said,
Wait, Granny, that's the same building you've been working at for
yes,
years?
for 10 years.
Even when I was a little baby, little kid.
No.
That was different when you,
Yeah.
but you always used to work in Rutherford.
I always worked in Weatherford. And I was working down the street.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah. And so my boss said, Miss Lamia, I ain't never seen a woman, he said a black woman.
Oh.
Because he said,
Well, he was white.
he Mexican.
Oh, he Mexican.
Avery, my boss is Mexican. He said, Mia, I ain't never seen a woman so loved in this facility. He said, do you know how much these people love you? And I said, I found it out. So everybody was writing me. I just wouldn't respond because I couldn't.
But how did they even find out?
Because, and today got to, they called,
Brittany quit.
they called Antoinette at work when Tyrone was killed.
Mm.
So that's how they found out. Antoinette was at work
When she found out.
When they called, when the police, when detective, whatever his name called Antoinette, she was at work.
Mm.
And he said, I think your daughter fainted. He said she dropped the phone. And so when she did call me, and I called him, I'm screaming. And I say, who killed my son? He said, whoa, 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 you got the wrong message. He said, your son wasn't killed. By
So
gun.
what?
I said he was killed, but he wasn't killed by gun. He said it was a horrible, horrible accident.
I just feel like that's it was real spiritual.
It was.
It was very spiritual.
And I just feel Tyrone didn't get his justice. And I just, I hate that I'm going through.
But we so silent about it. How he gonna get his justice? We too silent.
I don't know what to do, Nene.
It's not even, was it even on the news?
No. It wasn't. You know what?
Everybody-
It wasn't on the news.
Everybody else be vocal.
It wasn't on the news. It wasn't. It didn't hit the news because they thought my son was a bum.
Yeah. I can imagine that.
And
It's sad though that
And-
nobody took him in at that time.
and so
Which is fucked up. But it's
and
okay.
I remember telling Anthony, I came home crying one day, and I said, I'm exiting off on East Street because it was traffic, so I always make a shortcut to go home.
Mm-hmm.
But it was this man on the street. People were passing them by. I made a U-turn, and I didn't have a lot of money on me because I don't keep a lot of money.
He was
on me.
homeless?
He was
Oh,
homeless.
okay.
So I gave him everything in my purse.
Oh my God.
Everything in my money. All the bills I had. And I drove off. But tears started rolling down my face. And today said, why are you crying? I said, because that's how they perceive your brother. I think this is how they looked at my child. They looked at your brother as a bum. So that bothers me.
Like the fact that they even emailed Antoinette is
Yes,
crazy.
you
Like
emailed her. You
emailed.
didn't call her. Everybody don't check emails. I don't check my emails.
Right. Who
every
checks
day.
their email?
And I said, so if she would not have checked that email today, I would not have known. So I lost spending time with my kid because y'all emailed her.
Oh, Granny, don't cry.
Oh yeah, that bothers me. My son, if you just, like I told Adrian saw the picture. And I said, look at your brother. If you didn't call those pictures of Tyrone, Tyrone look was so scared. He knew he was dying and nobody was there. And I said, that bothers me to this day. And that was in 2022. It's in 2025. And I said, it bothers me because my son died by himself. Not knowing that he had family. So yeah, that bothers me. That bothers me as a mother that my child died by himself. Nobody there.